Hello, my name is Vic Jones. I'm one of the co-founders of USA Finance Group and producers of the Elite Sales System. I know I'm not dressed like a typical life insurance agent, but I am at work, and I'll get to that in a minute. A little background on me. Right out of high school, I joined the Marine Corps, served just under 13 years in the IT part of the Marine Corps. Really enjoyed that. When I came back from Iraq, I was going to finish up my degree in finance, insurance, and real estate. I really didn't want to wait tables anymore or deliver pizzas anymore or mow lawns or do that type of manual labor. It felt like after serving my country and going to school and all that type of stuff, it felt like it's time to do something different with my life, something more effective, more profitable, more professional. I did not want to be, for sure, I did not want to be the typical life insurance agent. I always saw those guys, the nerdy, dorky type guy that could never get a date for prom, suit and tie, handing out business cards everywhere they went. Bugging their friends and family to try to write some life insurance business. It's just not me. I'm not that outgoing. I mean, you might be, but it's just not who I am. What this friend of mine was doing was using a lead system. They would mail out thousands of letters and about mortgage protection, and people would fill them out and mail them back in. You'd call these people and hopefully set up an appointment with them and try to write some business. If you could meet with 6 to 8 people in a week, you'd make a six-figure income, and I did well with that. I enjoyed it. I'm grateful for that. However, with the decline in mortgages being written in 2008, it also meant fewer mortgage data, fewer mortgage leads, and the cost of mortgage leads went up to $42.50 as a national average. So if took you 2 or 3 leads to meet with somebody, you're in over $100 before you even get a chance to go meet with them, and that's not even counting the fuel expenses. I would spend on average $30,000 to $40,000 a year in lead expenses to try to earn a living, and I did well. I'm not complaining. However, as that cost got out of hand, gas prices went up, we had to look at something different. So some prayer and fasting in 2009, we tried everything we could think of. We got companies that would allow us to do it over the mail, fax, email, and then finally some companies that approved us for some pilot programs to do electronic applications. That's completely done. We use a Bluetooth headset now. We have a content management software that we provide. We've got different coaching and online training that can help you do business and do it effectively. We're not here to make money on the system. I've seen companies that will upsell their leads and make money on leads. I'm not saying it's illegal, but in my opinion, it's unethical. You're already making money on the agent's business. Why do you need to double dip and try to charge them for leads? I don't want any piece of that. We simply help agents produce and issue business, and we get our override the way we earned it. To give you an example, a snapshot, I was able to win a trip to several trips, but one of them was to Cabo San Lucas, and one of my top agents went with me, and not being married, not having kids, we decided to go down a week early. By the time all the old fogies got in there with their wives and everything, and their khakis and polos and all that stuff, we're already sunburnt, been there a week. We got these straw souvenir hats on or whatever, and these guys were like, who are these jokers? And the host, the head of the company that was there, says, that's the guys I was telling you about on the plane. They're the #1 agency in the nation for electronic applications. So obviously everybody from that point on wanted to know who we are, how do we do it. These young guys are just cutting up, having a good time, but obviously are very effective at writing business. Well, not to be mean, but I have an agency to protect, and I'm not going to give out all of our information and goodies and techniques to someone that's not contracted with us. So we didn't tell them. I will tell you, we have our own system of developing rapport, our own lead system, about 80 to 90% reduction in my lead cost from $30,000 to $40,000 a year down to $3,000 or $4,000 a year. All the money I spent on fuel back in my pocket. All that time spent on the road. Instead of meeting with 1 or 2 or 3 people in a day, maybe, we're able to talk to 20 and 30 people a day. That's why our sales are so high. We can handle everything without somebody feeling like, oh, we got to let somebody intrude in our home and our personal space and sit in our kitchen table and wear us out until we finally say yes. All those issues have been knocked out. So whether you're licensed or not, whether you're making money in the insurance business or not, or if you've been in the business, I've got some agents been in the business longer than I've been alive, and now they're working with me because I can now show them how to make a living from home, not putting on a suit and tie, hang out in some sweats, and then take the rest of the time and be a full-time dad or work in a ministry, do whatever you want to do. So for more information, feel free to contact me. You can go to EliteSalesSystem.com, or you can send me an email to vjones@mailcui.com. That's VJONES @MAILCUI.com.